Shut up and sit down.
Forgot how long that bloody intro was. I'll have to redo that.
It's quite long, isn't it?
I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, bloody hell, really? We there yet? Hello, gang. Absolutely. Hello, gang. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. And the airy cornflake himself.
It's me. Hello, everyone.
And welcome back to our normal Sunday at the Bench show. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks because someone here got carted into hospital rather pronto and had to have a procedure quite promptly. So apologies for my absence. But a massive, massive thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the nice get well soon messages and goodwill messages. So massive, massive hugs and love to you all for that. So, Dave, how's Mum? How's you? And, yeah, what you been up to? Nothing.
Mum's good.
Yeah.
Mum's been gallivanting here, there and everywhere and having coffee and going off with various groups to do this, that and whatnot. And, yeah, so she's fine. Me, I've done absolutely nothing.
No change there then? Nothing. Yeah, it's been hot, innit? It's been hot on all sorts. And, yeah, it's been murder. So, before Go on.
There's been a couple of times I've sat at the bench and I thought, right, I'm going to do this. And it's like within 5 minutes, I'm sweltering on it right now. I'm moving away.
Yeah, we had a bit of a mini heat wave and it's just, yeah, I mean, I've not been able to get down much to the bench. So, yeah, now that I've done a couple of Friday shows, it's like get back into it and see how I get on. It's, yeah. So, before we go into the chat, if you would like to help support the channel, folks, there's a little bit of gubbins going on in the corner there. You can support the channel by going over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. Or you can click the join button below this or any of the video content and become a channel member. That will give you access to the Zoom 24/7 off-air hangout where you can come spend time with me, Dave, and loads of other people and chillax. So give that a bit of consideration. It helps me keep the channel going because it is my income at the end of the day. This is what I do. So it massively helps me keep the content coming, pay for the streaming software and all that goes with it. So massive, massive thanks to each and every one of you that take the time to do that. If you want to get mine or Dave's attention, you can do an @Festa67's workshop and then type the name. Or you can do an @Model Maker Dave's workshop. That will put your name in an highlighted box and we'll see your comment. Or if you'd like to, you can click the $ and do a super chat, and that helps go towards paying for StreamYard, paying for a bit of paint, etc., etc., to keep me going. I'm going to have a quick looky-loo who's in the chat, folks. We have got the modelling Smurfies in, saying hello. Hello, Aid. How you doing, geez? Panzer Hug is in. Panzer Cat even is in with Festa Hugs and Model Maker Dave Zucks. James has been a member for 20 months. That comes up, and he'll get a bit of SpongeBob on the screen for that, so enjoy that, James. Panzer Cat saying hello to us both. The lovely Sarah Jane is in. Popped in, a thumb up whilst there's safety car period in the race I'm watching. Yeah, it's motor racing madness weekend. So Sarah Jane sat there with her baseball cap, her shirts on. She's got 2 checkered flags and a boo-boo sailor. She's giving it the beans. So, yeah. Well, she says it's a voo-voo sailor, but it might be a bit of... I don't know.
I don't think we need to go there.
At risk of a fine for that, but I've dished out some Sarah Jane hugs, so am I redeemed? She's saying how well-behaved Deputy Panzer's being there, so that's making me feel sick already, Dave. Adie's got some Badger airbrushes. Well done, Aid. Can't beat them. Join them. Panzer's saying he's always good. Go for it. Painting is in, saying hello. Hello, mate. Welcome to the stream, mate. It's me and this other idiot just sitting here building some stuff at the bench, mate. But feel free to have a chat in the chat and a looky-loo around the YouTube channel. Ring the bell, mate, because there's loads of live streams we do and there'll be impromptu stuff coming up soon anyway. Everyone's saying hello to Go For It there. Al McNichol's in. Hello, geez.
No, Al.
Says, afternoon, fellow feline model makers alike. I'm on my own as Tracy. Well, let's say she had a bad tummy ache and ended up in hospital where they found she had an ulcer and operated on her belly. Get well soon, Tracy.
Yes.
Big
yes.
hugs, my darling. And yeah, Al, get her a little model making bell so that she can give it a ring and you can look after her, mate. Get well soon, my darling. He's going to be here for an hour and then he's popping up to hospital to give her a bit of a visit to Tracy. So, absolutely. Yeah, get well soon, mate. And I really hope she gets home nice and soon, mate, so you can be together again because you love each other and it's lovely. It's everyone saying the same there. James is in, afternoon. Colin, Dave and everyone in chat. Festa hugs, Dave hugs. Big hug and kisses to everyone from Shania. Hello, Shania. All right, my darling. Hope you've been a good girl. Love to Alicia as well. Big hugs. That's me saying to her, oh, how's it going? Paul Christopher's in, saying hello, fellow modelers. Hello, Paul, how you doing? Go for it, says very cool intro. Thanks, mate. Massively appreciated, mate. We try our best. Al says it's lovely and cool here today as the thunderstorms passed over, heading to Norway and landed some very well-deserved rain. Yeah, we were supposed to have one and it just went and naffed off.
Yeah, we had a little bit of rain and it wasn't enough to settle the dust and it buggered off.
Yeah, you didn't have enough rain to give a mouse a mouthful of water, mate. It was crap. Kevin Stevens is in, afternoon. Colin Dave and all in chat. Hello, Kev. All right, geezer. Phil East is in, says afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, mate. How you doing?
Right, Phil.
So everyone saying hello to each other there. Kevin saying hello to Sarah Jane at and 80, and Phil East is saying hello to Panzer. So there you go. That's the chat caught up with. So I'm going to go down to my old bencher room cam and get that started.
Yep.
Let's put a bit of light on the situation, he says, pressing it and switching it straight back off. Because I'm a pillock. Yeah. Oh, dear, Dave, I nearly pulled me shoulder then, mate. Wouldn't want to do...
Oh, no, not another one.
Yeah, wouldn't want to do that, would I, mate?
Well, I'm going to be doing model making with one hand because my left shoulder really not half hurt at the moment.
Yeah, it must be something going around because... yeah, I'm going to mock him, Dave. I am. I've decided I'm going to... I'm gonna come back up for bench cam for this, Dave, because
all right.
Yeah, come and join me, mate, because we want to do a bit of mocking, mate, and it's easier doing it face to cam, isn't it? Because
I hurt my shoulder moving my mouth.
people might wonder why we're taking the mick, but poor old Fox, if you watch the frolic, he spent the entire frolic whinging like a prize tit about his sore shoulder, right? And he sent me a message this morning, and I think he was looking for sympathy, Dave, and he didn't get it. We're not going to be doing a Warhammer Sunday on Fox's channel because he's gone to A&E because he's sore shoulder. He's got a sore shoulder, folks. Oh, and he's whimpering. Oh, it hurts when I do this, he says. So maybe me. I said, don't bloody do it then. You know, he's a man of a certain age. You get to a certain age, you get aches and pains, but he's been a princess and he tried to get sympathy and I offered him none. So we're going to mock him at every opportunity through this show, folks. We just thought we'd let you know what we're on about.
Yes. So will be lots of mocking.
Absolutely. I did me bit a message Si as well straight away, just to let Si know so that he can mock him and all. Because this is what we do in our little community. If one of us isn't well, they get mocked mercilessly by everyone else. So, yeah, it's payback for me. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot sooner than I thought it would be, mate. So if you're out there watching this on your phone, Fox, I hope you're not holding it with both hands because I don't want you hurting your shoulder, mate.
Yeah.
And talking of that, for dinner, don't forget, folks, what's in the belly, what's on the bench, what's your beverage of choice. Coincidentally, Dave, I think my missus is doing a nice shoulder of lamb. Right.
Dear.
I know. Oh, mate. What was that programme that Robson and Jerome used to be in? Was it Shoulder Shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Modelling Smurf says, I thought foxes went to the vets. Yeah, absolutely, mate. So, yeah. Bless
I think
him.
he would have been better off going down the chemist and buying a packet of ibuprofen.
Absolutely. And Panzer Cat's put in a Joker icon. Panzer's found the new icons, folks. He's found the new icons in emojis. Yes, I'll put some new emojis up on the channel, folks, so you can have a play with some new ones. I've got loads more that I'm going to be uploading, so to upload any more, I need more channel members now to go on to the next level. I've been able to upload more, so absolutely. But yeah, Panzer's used the new Joker icon. There's also, AD, there's a Manny icon, so let Tanya know. There's a Manny icon. That piece of artwork that he says, really, I thought foxes went to vets. That little icon there that you can see is it's an orc in it, was kindly done by Andy McLeish for me. It's an icon badge that he'd done. And I now have it at the end of all my videos, and it's going to be part of my intro soon as well. So I'm currently doing the new intro. So that one, Panzer, you've just used was kindly done by Andy McLeish, mate. So big shout out to Andy for that. And he's going to be so happy to see his icon in there. You're doing a bit of sand in there, Dave. Oh, it's been a while since I've heard that.
Well, I thought I'd make up for lost time, and I knew you would have withdrawal symptoms.
Oh yeah, I was going to buy another hamster, mate, because I was missing you. James is in with a belly and bench. Says belly southern fried chicken with pasta. Bench Quang Guan IS2 MEV tank from yesterday's stream. And an Airfix 72nd B17 beverage Caribbean Crush Lopezade. Happy days, mate. Happy days. Nice one, my son.
Hey, perhaps what we ought to do is have a whip round and buy a bottle of Lopezade for Fox, and that'll help his shoulder, won't it?
Yeah, sorry you can only see one of my hands. It's just I thought I'd put my other one in a sling because apparently sore shoulders need urgent treatment. So, yeah. Bobbins is in, says I'm here. Hello, Bobbins. Quick question to the chat. I take it audio and video is coming out okay, if you can let me know, because obviously it's been a while since I've streamed. I had a couple of technical issues Friday because I updated my slobs, so I just wanted to make sure that everything is coming out okay for you guys and girls. AD says, looking forward to the Grim Fandango. Yes, mate, so am I. I'm looking forward to streaming that. Once I'm able to spend a bit more time in the cave, I shall sit and do a Grim Fandango stream, mate. So I will do that for you. James says, there was no mention of poor shoulders in yesterday's stream, was there, Panzer? No, go for it, lads, in all your streams.
Oh, yeah.
Bobbins. Go on, mate.
I was just about to do that one.
Yeah, go on, mate. No, have at it, mate. Have at it.
Right. Bobbins, he's got a belly. He's got Rice Krispies. Oh, good man.
Oh, good man.
Bench, he's a 148th World War I fighter.
Oh, nice one, my son. He's on a roll, isn't he? What was I going to do?
Panzer has put a belly in, a full-on, full plate, fried all-day breakfast, and a mug of coffee. Bench, a pair of T72 tracks for weathering.
Oh, nice one, mate. Nice one.
James is saying audio and quality crisp.
Oh, cheers, Hercule. Lovely job, yeah. So, folks will be wondering what I'm up to.
Panzer's also confirming that AV is fine.
Lovely. There's where we got to with me digger. Did a bit of rust and that. I'm just trying to remember where I got to with it. So that's what I'm working on. These were the Panda HMEE excavators, Dave, weren't they?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's where I've got to on that. It's on a little bit of a base with a bit of frog on it. double yellow lines and that, so we can have a bit of him. Al says audio's 5T5 and the footage as usual is good. Thank you very much for the feedback. All right, let's have a looky look, see what we've got on my carousel of kindness. We're doing a bit of rust, so let's have a bit of rustage. Billy's belly is toast. Bench is a load of orcs done and ready to photo. Just started a few Space Marines. Look forward to seeing them, mate. Look forward to seeing them. Had a few people message me whilst I was in hospital asking about gallery on the Sunday shows. What I might do, folks, and I'm going to put this out there. How do you feel about once a month we do a bit of gallery? Just to keep people's interest in that side of things. I'm not going to go back to doing it every week because we kind of got a bit stale with it, but a lot of people are messaging me, asking me and saying how much they miss me and you doing our gallery reviews because they enjoyed how we did it. So rather than let people down, are you happy with me and Dave doing a bit of a gallery show, probably the last show each month or the first show of the month on the Sunday? We do a bit of gallery. Let us know in the chat, but I've had so many messages since I've been out of the loop and a lot of complimentary ones on how people missed how we did the gallery and our comments and how we made people feel really good about their work. And I can't ignore that feedback, Dave, because I think it's really positive feedback. And yeah, so have a think, peeps, and let me know, and we will go with what you choose at the end of the day. The bobbins is straight in, yes. Gallery, please. Absolutely. So, you know, I'm not adverse to suggestions, as you all know. So if it's something that you would like us to look into, then I'll...
if we start doing the gallery, do we have a shoulder gallery?
Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah. Panzer says sounds like a good idea. It's like anything. I mean, we had done it every week for 3 years, and we were getting a lot of people basically wanting us to constantly show their stuff and ignore everyone else, and I can't do that. You know, as Dave knows, because Dave saw a lot of the stuff, you know, I like to try and share the love with everyone. So, yeah, it was getting a little bit frustrating, Dave, so we took a break from it.
Yes.
But being that so many people have been inquiring, let me know. And it's come alive in there, yeah. Atul says belly was getting bigger. I'm on my own so he can please himself. Banana toasties and coffee. Mini bench is 60 boys, alt boys built, and about half started greening up. No worries. Paul Christopher says happy with the plan. Jeff Light is in, says good afternoon, Colin Dave, everyone in the chat.
Hello, Jeff.
Bill East says, sounds like a great idea. During lockdown, people seem to finish more stuff, so weekly was good. Now I think monthly would be great. Okay, mate, that's brilliant. Thank you. AD says, sounds like a plan. Okay, we'll do it once a month then. What do you reckon, Dave?
Okay, well, it seems to be quite a popular thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, once a month now that everybody's back to work and getting on with life.
Absolutely. Philly says, like you say, during lockdown, people finish more stuff, but weekly was good, whereas now monthly would be great. That is a good bit of feedback, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start that off. What are we now, July? How about the first weekend of August, we do a bit of gallery then?
All right, then.
Which coincidentally, when's that going to be? Not next Sunday. How about the 7th of August? It'll be the first Sunday of the month. Yeah. Or do you want us to do it 31st of July, which is next Sunday? Up to you.
I don't mind.
Yeah, but let's do it on the 7th then. That gives people a good couple of weeks to get back in, putting stuff in the gallery.
Get themselves organised and...
Yeah. But
get some photos taken.
I thought I would mention it whilst we was live because it was nice to hear such nice positive feedback, and I just thought, well, yeah, poor old Dave totally caught unawares. That's what I was trying to remember before we went live when I was saying I've got something I'm supposed to do.
Oh, it's all right, mate. We're used to it now.
But yeah, I am becoming increasingly forgetful. It's getting worse.
I think I can shoulder the burden.
Yeah, so it did there, Dave. Shouldering on, are you, mate?
Yeah.
In case you wonder what I'm building here, I'm building some of those little barriers. I don't know the name of them. I'm sure Pans will know the name of them. Them, Dave. What are they called? You know, these little...
I think they are, well, during the war, they were anti-tank
Yeah.
Barriers.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
I'm sure Panzer will tell us.
Yeah. I'm ashamed to know that I don't know what they're called. I just call them barriers, but there's bound to be a specific name. But that's what I'm making. Bodley Smurf says, join the club, it comes with age. Honestly, mate, I was getting a bit alarmed, mate, as to how forgetful I'm becoming. But he says, getting a violent, I mean, Dave knows this, but about 18 years ago, I had a bad head injury. And I had to go through the learning from photographs stage. This is why I struggle with names so much. And it's kind of reared its ugly head again recently, where I'm getting a bit forgetful. And I was getting a bit worried, but I did a video consult with me quack, and she said, don't forget, she said, you know, you did have that injury. And I'd forgot that, you know. She said, it's probably just a bit of that, mate. She said, and you've had stress recently because you had an emergency setback with your health. She said, it's probably just coming out a little bit, buddy.
You've had a fair old bit going on that you didn't sort of plan for. So
yeah, kind of knocked the shite out of me, didn't it?
Yeah.
Atol says, back to work, Dave. That sounds like swearing, which he stopped doing 5 years ago. Yeah, I had to take retirement. Jeff Light says, good afternoon, Smurf. The gallery returning, says Jeff, super cool. Yeah, it's one of those, mate. And says, modelling Smurf, where are these new emojis, bud? They'll be in the emojis section, mate. If you click the little smiley face at the bottom of chat aid, they should come up in there, mate. There will be a smiley face reaction where it says add reaction, and a little poll thing looks like a graph. Just click on the smiley face and you'll see a row of them there, mate. In case you want to know. And use them at your leisure. I'm going to be adding more. Of course, if there is a particular emoji that any of you would like, be it a favourite picture or whatever, let me know. And I'll put it up. It might be your YouTube badge icon, for instance, like Panzer's got a cat, or Atol's got a picture of himself. Jeff Light's got a picture of an aeroplane. If you would like that uploaded so you can use that as your emoji, whatever you want, or your badge, let me know and I'll upload it. I don't mind. Obviously, I won't upload it without your permission because it's your artwork. Panda says, in the speech box, just click on the smiley face. There you go. Did I just do that? I did, didn't I? I've got bloody rust on the end of the open now. Oh, gosh, why did this happen to me?
Normal service has resumed.
Mate, you should see me with a super glue Friday. I stuck to everything, mate.
No.
Oh, yeah. And it was that super extra thin super glue with the long plastic nozzles, mate. Oh, I made a right old kerfuffle. Ian Douthwaite's in. He says, been missing a while. On his family stuff and health have kept me out of the workshop. All improving. Hope to be back at it soon. It's all right, Ian, mate. I got rushed into hospital, mate, so I had to take a couple of weeks out because I had to have an emergency operation, mate. I had to take a bit of time out, mate, but it's one of them. And moving on from my situation, James says, Colin, do you think the reason why Fox messaged you was for sympathy, as he wanted a shoulder to cry on? Yeah. He should know me by now. He's got sod all sympathy. He sent me another message about sitting in A&E and 10-hour wait. Well, go to your doctor then.
Go to the chemist and ask him for some painkillers.
But he's getting no sympathy from me. And he will be sitting there hating the fact that I'm taking the pee. What does he expect? I'm sorry. What does he expect? I've got no sympathy.
And don't forget, Fox, if you take a day off because your shoulder's hurting you, you can't pay yourself because you don't get paid sick leave.
Yeah. Bless him. So yeah, this is the downside of being in our little club. Is we do take the mickey out of each other constantly, but it's done in a nice way. You know, we say this in the Zoom 24/7. The reason we have banter with people is because we actually like them. If we didn't like people, we wouldn't be having banter with them, would we, Dave?
Exactly.
That's just how we roll. But but mocking Fox is, yeah, that's just part of it.
Oh, it's just has to be done.
Absolutely.
Right.
Atol says, nah, Colin, not my face as an emoji. Bad enough modelers know me without all of these nits. Well, you know, I did offer Atol, you know, I mean, Fox has got one of those mirrored windscreens in his car, but he's got the mirror on the inside so he can look at himself whilst he's driving. Not saying he's vain. Yeah. Bless him. Modelling Smurf says, bring back Festa's political party. Yeah, the PATRON party, do you remember that? Yeah. Well, he was putting the country to rights, folks, in one of the off-air hangouts. And, yeah, and it was pretty good. We came up with a full manifesto, Dave, didn't we?
Yep.
And, you know, it got to the point where people in the hangout going, I'd vote for you. Yeah. Atol says, Fox needs some Raljecks from the local chemist. I use the Emp cream, Fox, Atol. And I love that stuff. It's absolutely dog's nuts.
Or a bit of Tiger Balm.
Yeah, it's Emp with an H. And it's the, it's the active gel in the white squeezy tub. And it is brilliant.
Well.
It really is. So, yeah. Banter is what friends have between one another. Absolutely. Adi says that was always a giggle. Yeah, we'll have to restart that in the hangout, Smurf. Do us a favour, mate, and remind me. Because you know what a forgetful old fart I am, mate. I would have forgotten by the time we come off here. But no, you remind me, mate, and we'll start doing that. We'll come up with a new manifesto because they're voting for a new leader, aren't they? So we'll have to come up with something. So they can now go in the bucket of goodness. Because they've got a bit of rust on them. Yeah, I'll put them in the right way, cut. Look. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to put a bit of glue on them. Soap glue's out, Dave.
Oh, no. Danger, danger. Festa is near the super glue.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'll put the super glue everywhere else except for where it needed to
Where
be.
you want it. Oh, dear.
Yeah. Don't ever change, Cole.
No, please don't.
Yeah, there you go. Lid's back on, mate.
Oh, we can all breathe safely now.
Yeah. You know why? Because I can do it with some extra fin. That might be easier. Adi says he will do. No worries, mate. There you go. I just want to glue these on because I've got a bit of barbed wire that's going in to keep them company. Afternoon, everyone, says Jacqueline Crochet Art. Hello, Jackie, my darling. Thanks
Hello,
for
Jackie.
coming and joining me on Sunday, my love. Hope you're doing all right. We're mocking Fox at the moment today. In case you didn't know, Fox sent me a beautiful message this morning, looking for sympathy and didn't get any. He's gone to A&E. He's since messaged me and got his lip out because there's a 10-hour wait. Because he's got a sore shoulder. He kept on about it on the frolic, and he got no sympathy from me and Cy Reynolds. And we're both mercilessly mocking him whilst he sat in A&E, because that's what friends do. We thought we would mock him on the show as well. So if you're out there watching this, Fox, stop being such a boo.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I've got a parcel coming your way this week to make you feel better. It's a prescription for 2 testicles and a packet of Man Up pills. He's going to hate me. Oh, dear. Don't be like Festa.
Yeah, well, I've watched part of the frolic.
Yeah.
And he was on about that Baneblade.
Yeah, yeah.
And he mentioned my name.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And I would simply say, Fox, if you want me to build a Baneblade, then if you'd like to supply it and send it down to me, I will build it for you.
You go. Hashtag Baneblade for Dave then, is it?
Well, as Fox seems to be that keen that I should do one.
Yeah, but in Fox's world, everyone should build a Baneblade. But until his shoulder gets better, mate, we'll hold off.
So if he wants me to do one, then he'll have to shoulder the bill of the...
See what you did there, well done. Yeah, shoulder the responsibility, Dave. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
He's gonna send me such a spiteful message. He's gonna call me all the names in the world, Dave. Oh, I'll tell you what, that looks the perfect size there. Let's have a bit of that.
The thing is, are you going to listen to it?
No, am I hell? Dave, you know me well enough now, mate. Yeah. But mocking Fox is fun. Right, shove that up on there. Where's it gone? There it is.
Mocking Fox is not a privilege, it is a duty.
Jackie says your political party name should be the Pork Pie Party. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, we'll have to come up with a new manifesto, Dave. What possibly could go wrong, eh?
I could think of a few.
Try and get that to stay in place this time. Yeah, I think we could pretty much go for something, can't we? Let's have a bit of that in there. You want that to go under there. The twitches galore again. Let's flip that around in there. Flip the glue out again and try that. There you go, that's what we want. It'll evaporate off.
Pan's saying, mocking Fox has taken over from Fox Hunted.
Yeah. Oh, I could just imagine it though when when his name gets called. So what can I do? Because it hurts when I do this. What's the betting? He comes out with a paracetamol and a piece of paper saying, "Go and see your doctor." Panzer says, poor Fox, he was needing a shoulder to lean on. Absolutely.
Well, hopefully he doesn't see a doctor, but he sees matron.
Oh, yeah. Proper matron as well. One of those matrons that basically has got the look, Dave. You know the ones we mean?
The killer look that drops people at 100 yards, not 50.
Absolutely. Let's give that a shake. Al says, but you still get 50p for a fox's tail. How much for a shoulder? Yeah. See, Al's got it. He's got it sussed. He knows. Don't feel sorry for Fox. We mock him. That's what we do. Actually, the right one. Just want to... Light bit of texture. Yeah. So, just enough. I hope he didn't use the motorway. There's no driving on the hard shoulder. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Have they got smart motorways up there?
Yeah, but Fox don't drive on the motorway, does he? He won't drive more than 30 miles in case his car don't make it. It's like, really? Yeah. You know, we live in the 2000s, not in the 1930s when, you know, you had a bloke walking along with a flag in front of the car. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Car's not going to make it 30 miles, then it should be in the scrapyard, shouldn't it? Let's be honest. I know. He's such a tart, isn't he? He really is such a tart, bless him.
He must now be sitting there thinking, I wish I never said.
Yeah. Yeah, but Dave, come on, you know me well enough. I know you well enough. The last thing me or you would have done is sent the other one of us a message saying that. Because we know the Michael would have been extracted.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the beauty, see, Fox is still learning this. Yeah.
See, really, I think next time he does a stream, everybody should ask him, have you handed your sick note in yet?
Yeah. Panzer says, smart motorways, Fox would be confused. Yeah, he certainly would, mate. Oh, mate.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like these smart motorways.
Yeah, they're a bit, aren't they?
Well, they just finished doing the M4 near me. Mm.
Oh, right. What are they doing, Dave? Not another bus lane.
No, you've got, instead of having 3 lanes of traffic, you've now got 4 lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
You've got no hard shoulder to speak of.
Yeah.
But you've got these emergency bays at X amount of distance.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not convinced.
No.
My time on the M4 is now limited because the place I'm at is going to be moving. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I am not looking forward to that.
No, that's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside for you, isn't it, mate?
And the trouble is, I won't have a shoulder to cry on now, will I?
Panzer says, who says the smart motorway likes your back? Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Kevin says, in some ways, I hope they pull it in a plaster. He won't be able to drive home then. Be even funnier, Kev, if they put the other shoulder in a plaster. Oh, bless him.
Yeah, he's
A bit of water in
so
there.
going to regret saying.
Oh, I think he instantly regretted it, Dave, if I'm honest, but I don't care. It's like, have some of that.
Oh, Joel Grit's in.
Hello, Joel. How you doing, mate? Yeah, thank you, mate. Yeah,
Afternoon, Colin and Dave.
it is lovely
And
to
all in
be
chat.
back. To be honest with you, Joel, it is lovely to be back. I've missed all my mates. My world is complete. Fox is off with a sore shoulder, and Dave's been sanding. I could not ask for more.
Well, I thought I would save it up for you, mate. You know.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I really genuinely have missed it, mate. Because our Dave, he does like a good sand. Dare I say it, he puts his shoulder into a bit of sand. Ah, bless him. Sprue and Glue's in, David's in. Hello, Festa, Dave and chat. Sorry I slept in again. Not a problem, mate. Not a problem.
That's right.
That's right, mate. Don't have to explain. Real life, mate. Not an issue at all. These are the AK weathering pencils I'm using, by the way, folks. And these are really, really good. I like pencils. Joel Grit says he's good, thanks. Lovely to hear it, Joel. Lovely to hear it, mate. Always nice to see you in, buddy. Like I say, sorry I was out the loop.
Well, that's not your fault. If you're not well, you're not well.
I know, mate, but you know me, Dave.
Yeah.
I was more frustrated not to be able to do what I like doing than anything, you know.
Just imagine your missus standing over you. You will go to hospital and you will do as you're told.
I didn't have no choice, mate. You know. At the end of the day, it was, dare I say it, 10 out of 10 observation from her, mate. I asked the question, she had a good gander and was not 100% happy. I'll make a call and get them to look at it. And Antstock come out and went, you're going to the hospital. And like I say, saw matey, said you'll be under the knife in the next hour. Okay, bloody hell, don't waste time then.
Should have asked them for a second opinion.
Yeah, didn't mess about. It's all simple. Till the bloody next
But
time.
you're on the other side of it now, mate.
Yeah, till the next time.
Yeah, until the next one.
God, a little bit of concrete and try this.
Well, until the next one, you'll just have to shoulder on.
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely, mate. It's just as well I've got broad shoulders, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're a pair of rotten sons. we are rotten, aren't we?
Oh, God.
Al says, I had Dave been catching up on the Z's after that stormy weather, the Sprue and Glue. Yeah, saw you the other day, Dave, live, mate. I've been missing your shows because obviously I've got other things that I had beyond my control, but it was nice to see you live, mate. Nice to pop in and say hello. Because it's unusual for me to be awake that time of day, so yeah, nice to spend a bit of time. saying hello to everybody. Always nice to go in and say hello on someone else's stream. Right, that's a bit of concrete. Oh, we've got a bit of dust and rain marks, Dave. It looks exactly the same as the one I've just done. But hey ho, it says it's different. David says, I saw you and thanks. Don't have to thank me, mate. My pleasure to come and say hello, mate. Doing our bit to help other streamers out. That's what it's all about, mate. Let's give that a bit of a hold down with the old brush like so. Panzer says you may be rotten, but at least our shoulders don't hurt. Yeah, we all need a shoulder to cry on, says David. So he's learning, he's in on it. Good man.
Yeah.
Well done, David.
Didn't take long, did it?
Well done, mate.
One day Fox will learn.
Absolutely.
Mind you, I hope that's a long time off.
Yeah.
Nothing like a bit of mockage, definitely at someone else's expense.
Oh, yeah. I honestly don't know what he expected, though, Dave.
Well, I think he's found out now.
Probably didn't expect me to harangue him like I am, but he would do the same to me.
Oh, yeah.
I know you would, because I'd do the same to you.
Just give me an invitation to give you some mockage and I'll be there.
Absolutely. Al says that's what happened, Tracy. Straight into theatres. The doc knew what was wrong. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, they don't mess about, mate. Like I said, they got more of me in their bloody path lab than I've got left. I've got my own shelf in there, Dave, didn't you?
That shelf.
When they bring your file out on a pallet truck. It's like, yeah.
Well, does it come out on a pallet or does it come out with a shoulder strap?
Yeah. I pity the poor bloke who's got to digitise that, look. It'll take him months, mate.
Just think of the overtime you get.
No, in all seriousness, again, I thank the NHS, mate, because...
Oh, yeah.
You know, they do look after me. You know, and poor old H, you know, she goes through it and all. So. They do their bit, they look after me. Right, let me put a bit of chicken cover on. Laughter is the best medicine, so laughing at Fox is actually good for him. Absolutely, this is what I try to tell him, but he doesn't always, you know. Good mockage is friendly mockage, that's how I see it. He's got no choice, Dave, has he? Let's be honest.
No. Well, his first mistake was telling you.
Absolutely. Well, he must have known I would tell you, and he must have known that we would mock it.
Mind you, your next frolic will be quite interesting if he's on, because I'm sure Si will be sat in the wings ready and waiting to have his mockage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A 5-to-1 on he throws a sickie for E-models. It's like, well, you're sat there reading out the chat, or you're not exactly doing anything to your shoulder on the show. Yeah, if he skives off of that, then yeah, I will get the mockage card out big time, mate.
Well, from what I saw the last frolic, he did more drawing than he did model making.
Yeah, but this is why I get my builds finished so quick on there. Because I finished my stopper, it's up for priming this week. So yeah, serious mockage will be had.
That's like sat there saying, yeah, come on, bring it on.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Oh yeah, he's eternally grateful that I told him. So, I think I'm going to leave you out on ammo. Wouldn't do that. Bless him. Right, he says he's going to let it know. Says that he's going to pop off to the hospital to see Tracy. Send our love to her.
Yeah, I'll have to get well soon.
All joking aside, mate, sincerely hope, mate, that she gets well soon. So give her a hug from me and Dave, mate. And
definitely.
If she's watching this back, get well soon, Tracy, my darling. Yeah. So, no one likes to see other people's loved ones go through it. She deserves the sympathy.
Oh, yeah.
That bleed. Bit shit in them. Oh, are you talking to yourself there?
I am.
Spear and Glue says, Festa, do you think Fox can shoulder all this mockage? I'd like to think he can, because he has got broad shoulders, but they're very, very sore broad shoulders.
Very weak shoulders.
Paul D. Tommaso is in. I've said hello twice and you've overlooked them each time. You not seeing my comments again? Laugh out loud. Oh, God, he's a bit needy, isn't he, this one? Sorry, mate. In case it's escaped you, Paul, I am trying to build a model, mate, but, you know, I'll stop what I'm doing, being that you need my undivided attention. I'll say good morning once again, he says. Oh, God. I don't know. Apologies, Paul, for missing you. God, Bennett.
Hey, look. Paul, just to let you know, normal service has resumed.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry, mate. I was trying to build, but if I stop every 2 minutes, just in case you put a comment in, mate. Yeah. I don't know. It's no pleasing some people, Dave, is there?
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah. Can everyone in the chat say hello to Paul, by the way, because, you know. Gotta love him. We're not giving anyone any sympathy mood today, Paul. You might have noticed.
It's a burden that everyone has to shoulder.
Absolutely, especially Fox. Laugh out, sure. Yeah, okay then. Yeah, bless him. He knows we're only bantering him. Just imagine him sitting there at the door. Can't believe it, you know. I've said hello twice. No one likes me anymore, love. Talking to Dawn, hope Dawn's all right, mate.
Yep.
Now that you've got my attention, I'm going to keep talking to you now. You'll get sick of me in 5 minutes, Paul. Tell me to shut up then.
And he sat there saying, oh, will you give over?
Yeah, wish I hadn't bloody reminded him now. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Dawn, he's picking on me. Don't want to be sitting there. You've only got yourself to blame.
I told you not to remind him.
Yeah. Told you, he ain't got broad shoulders like Fox. Joe McCashlin's asking, are you using oil-based pencils? I am using AK's weathering pencils for modelling set, mate. That's what they are, and it's a beautiful set of 36 or 37 pencils, all of different colours. There you go. And I think these are in the Amazon store. I think. But yeah, and literally I have a little pot of water there in an holder, and that's just one of those medicine jar things in an holder. And you can either put them on dry, put them on wet, and when they're wet you can go over them with a brush and brush it. And if you don't like what you've done, slather a bit of water on it and you can brush it straight off, or use a Q-tip to get it off. And I'm just going over, putting little bits of chip in, little bits of rain marks and all kinds of gubbins on there. And they are almost, they act like a pigment. They're not as thick as a pigment powder unless you really wet the end and drag it across like so. And then you can put like a large chunk of rust on there. But they are handy little things, and they sit there, and I keep meaning to use them a lot more than I do. So yeah, it's just another tool in the armory, Dave, isn't it?
Yep. I haven't got the full set like you, but the ones that I've got, I do use them because
Yeah,
in some respects they're easier to use than using pigments, because you can be a bit more
yeah.
selective as to where you want it to go.
AD says, yeah, they are there. Cheers, Aid. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I was going to load my store up to see whether I'd put them on there. But again, you know, if there are things you'd like me to put on my store, let me know and I'll add it to it. But no, these are definitely worth getting. And it's just something else in the armory, Dave, isn't it, really? Yes. Paul says, sorry, will you talk to me? I was busy going through Facebook on my phone, laugh out loud. Yeah, see, you moan that you don't get spoken to and that you get ignored, turd. Oh, bless him. It's all right, I'm going to grass you up the dome, mate. Now you're really in trouble.
Yeah. See?
Sharpener of goodness on that. Dungeon nib. It's better. Had a bit of a scuzzy with that. Jeff is in Candygram for Mongos. And hello, Dave, Jackie and Dorka. Hello, Jeff, how you doing, mate? Joe says he had bought a set of pencils at an art store, chalk-based, I think, make a lot of difference on a model. Absolutely. I mean, I've got things like the big old style graphite pencils and that, and every now and then that comes out and gets used on a kit. But these, I must admit, were a good find. I think it was Ted that got me into these, Skipper Ted, and he had a box of 5, I think it was, he had bought as a particular set, and I got to looking at them, and in the end I used a Patron month and bought myself the full set. So a massive thanks to all me supporters, because this is the type of thing that it enables Festa to get. Okay, so your monies get put to good use, folks. You've also got Patron Dave, haven't you? You know, you can also support Dave by going over to patreon.com/modern workshop. Those that don't know, I've got Patreon. You can see it up there on the channel there. That gives you access to the Zoom 24/7. So you start as little as £1 on mine. And that'll get you access to the Zoom 24/7, where you can come and hang out with us of an evening, shoot the breeze, have a bit of banter. You'll be able to listen to the Pork Pie Party manifesto getting discussed in the hangout, because we're going to start a new manifesto for 2023.
Yeah.
What possibly could go wrong, Dave?
I think an entry must go in that there should be extra bank holidays solely for model making.
Absolutely. They are weird looking things, aren't they, these diggers, when you spin them around and see them. Quite an interesting little things. Paul says, all joking aside, all things aside, it's good to see you back and doing well. Yeah, it was a sudden thing, Paul. I was taken in and had to have an emergency procedure, mate. But I'm back on the mend, mate. It's nice to be back streaming. I would say it's easy, but it isn't, because I've got limited time at the bench before I have to vacate and go and lay back down. But it could be worse, couldn't it? So,
well, yeah,
I'm not going to moan and whine about it. It is what it is. But obviously, those of you waiting to catch up on me build videos, I'm currently just voice-overing ones that I've already filmed, and then I hope to resume Wendy's build for the H2 Carbon and other builds as soon as I can spend a bit more time at the modelling bench. But at the moment, my content is limited to just shows and footage I've already filmed. So apologies for the delays, but there is a valid reason. And the folks understand anyway. And
sure.
Also, Paul, we're going to be bringing back the gallery once a month. We're going to be doing a gallery show, mate. It'll be the first week of whatever month it is. So that'll start on the 7th of August. So if you've got work you want to put in the gallery, feel free. A lot of people had got in touch and said that they was missing our unique way of doing the gallery, and would like to see, if possible, us try and revisit it somehow or some way. So we listen, and we'll be bringing it back once a month.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think once a month is probably about right.
Yeah. So, yeah. Bit of sepia. There's a strange colour if ever I've seen it. Sepia. Sarah Jane says, house point to his deputy Panzer, or a deputy Panzer. Why is he getting house point? Andrew shares, I seem to have acquired new icons. Cool. Official jokers. Absolutely.
I was going to say, what has Creek been up to?
That's what I was just about to read out. He said part of it should be free Malibu on weekends for model makers. Just ask him for a friend. Oh, he's such a kiss ass. He really is, isn't he? Honestly, Sarah Jane, he wasn't been this nice before you came in, love. That's good to see you in, Sarah Jane. Hope things have been all right, my love. Hope you're keeping well. Always nice to see Sarah Jane. And I shall be starting your car soon. Be starting that at the end of the summer, my love. Be my winter build. She knows what one I'm on. Yeah, she knows.
That big one.
Yeah, she knows what one I mean, but I can't say the name of it because I'll get fined. That's why I said her car, see.
As it's her car, how can you be fined? That's a bit.
Why? Because her deputy will try and drop me in it and go, oh, he mentioned it.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. Dogsaurus is in. William Rayborn saying hello. Hello, William. Saw your comment on Patreon, mate. Not a problem, mate. It's going to look good when it's painted, I think. I did a little Patreon update before we went live because it had been a while. So again, for all my patrons, apologies that my content's been a little sparse, but I did have a valid reason, and I hope to resume more regular posts as soon as I'm able to, folks. That sand, has it been through any sand? No, because it wouldn't fill up because it's not in the desert, is it? Rufus.
Are you being special?
Yeah. White, which is light grey dog. Bit of rubber. Yeah, why not? That old bit of rubber. That sounded wrong, didn't it?
I'm not going there.
Yeah, there are some new icons in there, Jeff Bape. There's a Manny Calavera. There's a Joker, and it's an Orc in it that Andy McLeish did as an icon for me a good while ago, and I thought, let's have it as a channel emoji as well. So again, anything that you fancy as an emoji, folks, let me know and I'll add it. Try and personalise the channel for you to make you all feel at home. If there's any favourite symbols that you like to use as icons or would like to use as an icon for your name, let me know and I'll add it. And you can choose that as your badge. See, I look after them, don't I, Dave?
You're good.
I am. I shoulder on, mate.
Well, I was about to say, I'm surprised you haven't done one with a shoulder so that everybody can show their support for Fox.
I was gonna Photoshop his Fox cartoon and put his arm in a sling and have him going boo-hoo and wibble, but yeah. In case you're wondering, those that have recently joined, we are mocking Fox mercilessly. Those of you that watched the frolic may have heard him bleating like a big girl, saying he had a sore shoulder. He's now saying it's so sore, so he's gone to A&E. So if anyone's waiting in A&E and are wondering what the hold up is, it's because there's a 50-year-old man baby gone up there because he's got a sore shoulder.
Wimp.
He's going to hate me, isn't he?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be that far behind you.
Sarah J says, Deputy Panzer, according to regulations, Festa being my secretary, should be making sure I have Malibu. He only escapes the warning due to the circumstances. It slipped my mind, Sarah Jane, honestly. I was waiting for my sidekick, Dave, to remind me, but he didn't.
Hey, hang on a minute. How did I get pulled in on this one?
Why? Because I've got no one else to throw under the bus at the moment, mate, because he's up A&E, isn't he, with a sore shoulder.
That's right. I can shoulder it, mate.
I saw what he did there. I saw what he did. Okay. It's the one I'm looking. Is that the one? Yeah, that's it. Sarah Jane says, shame his mouth don't hurt, it would stop him waffling. Brutal but funny. Oh, I love her.
To the point.
I love her. Love her to death, I do. Absolutely brilliant. That's why his shoulder hurts. Because there's a nerve that goes down the side of the jaw and across the collarbone, and he's strained it with all that bloody talking.
He didn't shut up on the frolic, did he?
Oh, no, he didn't. Mind you, though, I did take my earphone out at one point. I know I'm bad, ain't I?
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Sarah Jane says, feel free to delegate the duties. I shall, Sarah Jane, I shall. No, it's not poor Fox. He deserves all he gets.
And if it's that daft to sort of phone you up and say, I'm not doing the show this afternoon because I'm in A&E, it's not shoulders.
Yeah.
Deserves everything he gets. Poor Fox.
I can just imagine it. Oh, I'm getting no sympathy off of you. Well, no, what do you expect? Sorry. Ah, dear. Wants to think himself lucky that I didn't put it in the boom up. he'd have Paul Stewart giving him the grief then, and that would be 10 times worse than me.
Well, hang on, there's still time for you to put it in there.
That may happen. But there will be no encouragement required for this, Dave. Bless his heart.
Light blue touch paper and stand well back.
Yeah.
Yes, there is an open invitation for mockage of the Fox.
Yeah. And Panzer's giggling out loud. Yeah, but it wouldn't be us, would it? At the end of the day, if we wasn't mocking him.
Exactly.
And part of me thinks that deep down, he likes the attention.
Mind you, I think he'd be more worried if we didn't sit here and mock him.
Yeah. Doctosaurus says, I recently opened some stuff on my flea-based store to international sales. Shipping is stupid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the killer, mate, at the moment, is the shipping, buddy. I bought something recently from Germany, and it cost me more to ship it than it did the item was, to buy the item. It is frustrating, but it was the only place that had that particular thing that I required, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And at the end of the day, it's helping a retailer or a small retailer out. So. Because it was custom made for me. So, yeah. They said the cost will be that, but the shipping's going to be. I said, don't worry about that. That's my burden. But even he was surprised he couldn't get it in the UK. I said, nah, it's the UK and you can't get nothing here. It's useless. Another thing for our manifesto, Dave, innit?
Yeah.
International shipping costs, eh? Whoa. And shrinkflation. Right, well, yeah. Who wants to be my shrinkflation minister?
Oh, I don't know. I think I'll give it a go.
Yeah. I would say we've already got an health secretary in Fox, but he won't be able to shoulder the responsibility. Too soon. Too soon.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Bless him. He's going to get home. He's going to say to Mama Fox, I didn't get no sympathy off of them lot. And she'll go, well, what do you expect? Wonder.
I sincerely hope that was a motorbike.
No, that's my server, mate.
Oh, wow.
because, as you know, I shake things and drop them. So H got me a Vortex shaker. You know, one of these laboratory test tube things.
Yep.
So,
Like what I got.
I don't know, mate. Don't know whether you've got one or not.
I have.
Well, there you go then. We've both got one. Aren't we lucky? One of them.
Yeah.
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 There you go. That makes up for the talking lights then that I had that you wanted, that you went and got them. So we've both got talking lights and we've both got Vortex shakers.
Yeah, it's just a shame it doesn't automatically open the front door for you, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now, what was that? That was that. Straight. Not too much. In a few places, I'm tempted to put a bit of that on the roof, a bit of barbed wire. Do something with the nameplate as well. Jeff says, how are you liking your new shaker? Honestly, Jeff, to be quite honest with you, mate, I know Dave knows me well enough, but you know, I've been sat here shaking bottles before and it's flown out of my hand and gone the other end of the workshop. And one of them, it was behind the bookcase. It was only when I moved the man cave that I found my 2 missing bottles of Vallejo paint. So for me, it's an absolute bloody godsend because I just get the bottle, rest it in, let it do its thing. Yeah. So I love it, mate. It was the standing joke because H would come in, she picks up all my paint brushes that fly out of my hand when I twitch and my bottles of paint and that. And when I came out of hospital, there was a few boxes and bits and pieces, and she came home with that. She said, I got you that, mate. She said, I'll try and help you out with your bottle shaking. So, but it's ironic, McDonald's have offered me a job as a milkshake shaker, so I've got some uses with me twitches. See what I did there, Dave?
So would that mean you're all shook up?
Absolutely. But one thing it does really do well is me zero paints, you know, me lacquers and things like that. Oh,
all right, yeah.
Dave, it's an absolute godsend for them bad boys, mate. You can proper get, especially the ones with the old shaking balls in. Speedy Q8 is in, says it's the Festa and Dave show. Hello, Speedy, how you doing, geez?
Hello, Speedy. How are you?
Lovely to see you in. Philly says, I got a Vortex last year and it's been a real time and effort saver for me. Yeah, I thought it was a bit of a gimmick at first when I first saw them a while back. Would I have gone out and bought it off my own back? I don't know. But H, you know, she's seen me struggle. And yeah, it's one of those. Jeff Light says, where did you get it from? I got it from Amazon, mate. I'll get the link off of Ellen's account and I'll put it in the Amazon store for you, mate. But literally, it's on, it's switched on, and you just rest your bottle in there. And you can do it either way. It's done. For me, that's a lifesaver. So anyone out there with grip issues, does all my zero paints. You can hear the ball shaking. There you go. Look at that. Oh, I've just had a notification for something there. Don't know what it was. It'll come up on screen imminently. Something rung in my ear hole. Big star come up. Smurf pledged $5 via Patreon. Thank you very much, Smurf. Thank you very much, my friend. I will have a quick look and see whether I can fire a thing up in the shop, mate. For you, Jeff. Don't know whether it will come up over the stream or not, so I need to be careful. But if not, I'll put one straight up in the store after I come offline, mate. Off of the live. But I've got to have a quick breather anyway, so I could sit and do that whilst I'm doing a bit of chat dollying. Thanks, Colin. Magic. Yeah, I'll do that because I can have a quick breather, mate, so it's not a problem. Let's have a look, see if we can get in, because luckily for me and H have got the same Amazon. Dum 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 dum. Sprue and Glue Vortex Shaker on Amazon for $33.99. Got it on my website. Dum 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 dum. I'll try and do that and keep the chat going. Phil East was saying, oh yeah, I've read that one. Paul Christopher, you never mentioned my notification at the beginning of the show. Oh, sorry, Paul. What notification, mate? Let's have a looky-loo, mate. Let's have a look, mate. I'm scrolling through afternoon, fellow modelers. I've got that one. JC Bricks and Builds, member for 20 months. Okay. Happy with the plan, I can see that one. What else is there? That's the only ones I can see at the moment, mate. What was the notification, Paul? Because I've scrolled right through the chat to the beginning of the show that I can see this end, mate. That's all I'm seeing, mate. Does anyone else know? Trying to go. I'll go back up again. The first comment I've got is Adian Dave saying hello. And then the first message from Paul comes through as afternoon, fellow modelers. That's the earliest message of yours, Paul, that I can see, mate. So I'm not sure what I'm missing there, mate. Because you're mentioning that you're happy with the plan for the gallery. Oh yeah, whop it in again, mate. Oh, you bought some coffee. Where did that come? Did that come up on screen? I do apologise, mate. He bought me a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you very much. Did a notification come up on the screen? If it did, I do apologise, mate. I didn't obviously hear the ring or whatever. Did it come up with any particular icon for you? If you let me know. Might have been a bit of air guitar. I get in. But thank you again, Paul. Much appreciated, mate. Sarah Jane says 5 coffees, Festa. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. And that came up on screen. Damn, I'm quite embarrassed now. I do apologise. I need to change that notification so that it gives me a massive, loud noise in the ear. Yeah, it popped up on screen message. Okay, mate, no worries. Well, thank you for that, Paul. That is really appreciated. Right, go daddy on. How you getting on there, Dave? You getting on all right, mate?
Oh, I'm loving it.
Happy days, mate. Ross is in saying hello to Smurf and Sarah Jane. Hello, mate. How you doing, Ross? Love to you and Mrs. Medler. Hope the boys are doing all right. I'm just putting up a thing on the Amazon shop for Jeff for the Vortex Shaker, and then I'll be doing a bit more on me digger. So yeah, as folks say, nice one, Paul. Yeah, it's nice, Jeff, isn't it? Absolutely. Okay, and it's the Amazon store page. I'll add that on now then, might as well. Gives me an opportunity to have a bit of a breather anyway. Something's just pinged up there. The Modelling Smurf upgraded your membership to Festa's Friends. Thank you very much, AD. You should be getting a bit of SpongeBob any minute. There you go, mate. Thank you very much, AD. There you go, nice bit of SpongeBob on the screen. I will make that bigger, actually. That way it should garner my attention. So that's a setting in StreamYard. Ross is home home alone under no supervision as the missus is away. Oh, I'm going to come and corrupt you in the Zoom hangout this afternoon then. That's got to be done, Dave, innit? We'll go and corrupt him, mate.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get him touching all the machines and everything in the kitchen that she's told him to leave alone. Okay, let's get that up. And that sounded wrong. I do apologise. Let's save that so that we can then import that into YouTube, Amazon even. Let's find the section to put it in. Dum 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 dum. It's going to be the things I use at the bench section, I reckon. 1, 6, 9, yeah. Set there. Can I drop it on the end of there? Blues, paints and pigments. Streaming. I reckon it can have a nice big section there. Thank you. We got them. Then I reckon slap it in there. That would do, wouldn't it? You go. So what are you doing there then, Dave? Bit of weathering?
Redoing the paint back because my my spraying was not very good.
No, bless you.
I'm doing some touching up. That didn't sound right, did it?
Paul D. Tommaso says he's off for a bit. Take care. See you all later. See you later, Paul. Mine, there you go, mate.
See you later, Paul. Take care, mate.
As usual, thanks for popping in, mate, and being a part of the banter.
Oh, definitely.
He's a good old boy. And there is a thing up on my stream for Paul and his lovely wife, Dawn. There's a GoFundMe up there, folks, on the Festa 67's workshop group. So have a read, and if it's something you would like to consider, I am sure Paul will be massively appreciative. Sarah Jane says Modelling Smurf has taxed a bottle of Malibu for membership. Oh, she's straight in there, Dave. She's good, isn't she?
Almost mercenary.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So that should be that for editing now. Get that done. And then I'll put a link in the chat for it. Let's change that. Bum, 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 bum. There you go. Panzer says, yep, new members get taxed. But he upgraded his membership from an existing membership. Just saying. Because he was already a member. But he is saying also it's cheaper half the price. Good man. Copy that. Pop that in there. that. That. Giggles. Ding dong. Have you some of that? Sarah Jane says only one. She's quite generous. Good girl. Yeah. Again, we'll start again now. So publish that. Put the link in. All right, for Jeff Light, in case you're wondering, there is the link for the vortex shaker.
You're good, you are.
There it is, and it's also on my website for those of you that also would be interested, and I'll put a link for that in there as well. Okay, Amazon links just get straight added, mate. It's just publishing now. Go in and check my website just to make sure it's gone through. Into the Amazon store, which it has. Scroll down and there'll be a big old picture of the vortex shaker. If you want to check on that. Go home. It's a link to the website as well, Jeff. All right, mate. And there's stuff on there, Amazon store, bits and bobs, and I'm going to be doing quite a big update to the website soon, so there'll be loads of links going up for all my social media updates and all of that lot. So keep an eye out on that. Yeah, that's now live. Ooh, I've got an update from folks here. Let's see. He's had an X-ray, bless him.
Oh, Wibble.
Yeah, so he's in good hands. He's had an X-ray. Jeff saying many thanks, mate. That's all right, Jeff. Jeff, like I say, as an Amazon associate, I do get a tiny commission. You pay no extra for your product at all, but I do get a tiny little kickback from the Amazons, which helps Festakins out. So again, folks, if there's anything in particular you would like me to add, send me a link and I'll put it in the store for you. Such big pictures and videos, absolutely. Sarah Jane says you accrue fines for late payment. Yeah, you do. You do get fined for late payment. Okay. Got that. We got that. Got a bit of tyres going on. Was I 100% keen on that? Yeah, it'll do. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Okay. What day Dave's well in there, isn't he? Eh? Look, he's well quiet. You're
What?
you're well focusing there, mate, ain't you?
Oh,
In your own little world, ain't you, mate?
I am.
It goes quiet. That's how I know.
I am quite enjoying.
Panzer says, what about adding some replacement shoulders? I know a man who might get one. I might. I might have a look to see whether like things like deep heat and shoulder supports and things like that are on there, and I might just do a Fox section. Because, you know, we're not gonna miss an opportunity to mock him, are we, Dave?
No, definitely not. It just makes me wonder if when they was doing the X-rays, they made him put his shoulder in certain positions that might have caused him.
Absolutely. AD says, I'm off now. My belly thinks the throat's been cut. Catch up with you later. See you all. Stay safe. See you later, Aid, mate. There you go. We'll probably be in the Zoom at some point this afternoon because we want to go and pick on Ross for a bit because he's home alone. We want to kind of get him doing all the naughty things that he shouldn't do that'll get him into trouble when his wife comes home. So as true friends, we're going to go and help him out by doing anything we can to drop him in it.
Too right.
Absolutely. I am looking for a bit of dinge. Where is it? There it is. Get in there. He says, okay. He says, I'll be there later. Happy days.
Yeah.
Billy says you two are going to feel terrible when it turns out something serious, like a medium-sized bruise. I still think he's got a rotator cuff injury. Luckily, it's not his right arm because I'd have asked him what he was doing. But bear in mind, when I had Goliath, the tumour removed from my spine, the mockage I got and lack of sympathy. So it's payback for me, mate. You know, I mean, I got rushed in for a procedure and basically Fox was taking the mickey by messenger that whilst I'm face down, he's had a word with all the nurses with the fat fingers to come and give me prostate exams. So that's the type of thing I had to put up with. So he deserves all he gets.
As they say, what goes around will eventually come around.
Absolutely. Paul Christopher's off to cook his dinner for the wife. Later, Paul, mate. Later.
See you later, Paul.
Bless him. And I hope Mrs. Christopher enjoys the dinner.
I'm sure she will.
Joel Grit's got to go shopping. See you soon, he says. No worries, mate. No worries. Lovely to see you in again, Joel. As always, mate. Hope everything's all right where you are and you're staying safe. Catch up with you soon, buddy. Didn't like that bit of black on there. It didn't look right. So, what we do is paint over it because it didn't fit with what I was thinking. I ain't afraid to try something, and if it don't work, scrap it and go for plan B. Everyone saying goodbye to Joel there. Always nice to see Joel in. Again, another supporter of the channel there for many, many moons. Go. Now, let's give that a bit of a dung out. David saying bye, Joel. Absolutely. Are you streaming today, David? Are you streaming on a Sunday at all? If so, people, go and share the love. over and keep him company when he's streaming, or is it, what day are we? It's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, it'd be tomorrow, isn't it? Monday. I think it's him and James that stream on a Monday. Isn't it? I'm losing track of who streams when now, so if you subscribe to the folks in the chat and have rung the bell, you should get the notifications of when they're live. That covers me, doesn't it? Because if I forget anyone, I'll get told off because I forgot. Panzer's saying bye to Paul and Joel. Happy days. They're going to know because they've already gone, Panzer, but I'll pass it on. Panzer's just waiting to wind me up anyway. I know he is. He's got ammo, isn't he? Not Panzer's like when he's got ammo. David says I might stream on Twitch, but YouTube is tomorrow, thanks. Twitch, what's Twitch? Not another platform I've got to know. Ding dong. I do enough as it is. I'm not going to go on any more platforms. Sod that for a game of soldiers. Why do I think that needs something else on that road? Don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah. Let's have a bit of base black going on. Oh dear. Agitated out for some reason today. I ought to ring up A&E, Dave, tell them I got a twitch on my nose. What's his name, Bill? I reckon he's got perhaps a bit of arthritis in there. Could be. A bit of cartilage loose, Dave, couldn't it, tweaking? I'm still leaning towards the rotator cuff on his shoulder.
So it's his left shoulder, is it?
It's his left shoulder, yeah. You know where I lean on my left elbow all the time and my left collarbone canes like a bitch? He leans on his left there, and I reckon he's put strain on his shoulder, and it's giving him a bit of a rotator cuff swelling. Nothing a big burly physiotherapist won't be able to pop out.
It's just a shame he didn't see Matron.
Oh, mate, honestly. Could you imagine him going to physiotherapy where, you know that Doris that walks up and down your back? You know the one? Could you imagine him going to something like that?
Yeah, but knowing Fox, if he went to physio, he'd get the little dolly bird that come out, wouldn't he?
Yeah, see, I'm lucky they can't do that to me now because I'm fused. So they can't do the old pop in your back bit anymore on me. So I get away with it. But Helen, she's got scoliosis. And every now and then she has to go to the chiropractor and they have a go at her. And it's honestly, it's like watching someone get folded into a reef knot, mate. You know, the way they can talk the poor girl. But they've been banging at her for years to have the op, but she won't have it done. But yeah. She'd enough crack out some noises, mate, and that's before the bones start clicking. See what I did there? I do realise, though, that if it's something serious, I shall mock him even more.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he's not getting away with it. Philly says left shoulder, perhaps he was pretending someone else did it. Yeah, perhaps he did that blokey thing, allegedly, where you can sleep or sit on your hand and it goes numb, doesn't it? And it feels like someone else. Allegedly, this is only rumours I've heard. Just thought I'd clarify that, Dave. You've probably heard the same rumours, mate.
I've heard the same rumours, but
Yeah.
no idea.
No, exactly. I mean, it's all witchcraft and tomfoolery because, you know, we're good people.
Evidently, if you do it wrong, you put your shoulder out. So
Yeah. I reckon what happened is he was having a bit of a tickly boo, and he heard Mama Fox fly up the stairs, and he's whopped his cax up too quick, and he's put his shoulder out as he'd done it. What do you reckon?
yeah, sounds about right. It's got plausibility to it.
It has, isn't it? If he watches this back, he's going to be so peed, isn't he? Speedy Q8 says it don't work, Cole. You can't get enough grip, so I'm told. Ah, right. Okay, Spit.
Oh, okay. The things you learn on a model making show.
Absolutely, folks. Absolutely. Who would have thought it, eh, Dave?
Right, exactly.
You learn everything on here.
Allegedly.
Absolutely. See? You get all the top tips on this stream, folks. Springlow's laughing out loud. That's why most blokes with hearing aids have got it in the left ear, because they've always got it stuck on the bathroom door listening out for the missus. So I hear. Philly says that's the one, Cole, the magic hand trick. Absolutely, mate. You know, I mean, this is all it's all rumours I've heard over the years, mate. I don't know whether there's any truth to this or not, mate. Sprugglue says he never got caught playing with the old pickle. Oh, that's what they call it down your neck of the woods, is it?
Well, we'll find out from Fox when he comes back. You can ask him.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Here it's flogging your Oris. Yeah. I mean, up by you, it's jerking the gherk, isn't it, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. I often thought we're getting a pair of goalkeeping gloves because apparently they got the ticklers on them, but I don't know how good that works.
Some may say bashing the bishop.
Yeah. I don't know. Things we talk about, Dave. People out there will be cringing. They can see it. Let's have a swig of drink. Dolcosaurus is choking the chicken. Oh, dear. And yeah, for those of you that don't know, there won't be a Warhammer Sunday today
really?
on Fox's channel. No, I've done well. I've kept it quiet, but Fox has got a sore shoulder. In continuation from the Friday frolic. So he went to A&E because he's been a real man and gritted his teeth through the pain and suffering. And we would like to commend him on his princess a bit, on his manliness. But he's gone to A&E and he's had an X-ray and he's getting his shoulder looked at because it's sore, bless him. So there won't be a Warhammer Sunday this afternoon. However, I have told him he can't skive off of E-models on Monday because all he does is sits there looking at the screen like I do. And if I can do it, so can he. Isn't that right, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
So I shall continue to mock him for the rest of the day, because that's what we do. He knows I'm mocking him live because I told him. And he called me a bar steward, Dave.
No, never.
Yeah, bar steward.
That's a bit out of order.
Yeah, that's what I thought, mate. Yeah. I was like, oh, I didn't realise he knew that I had a job type of thing, you know. But
No, I think he's bang out of order for that.
yeah. But he would do the same to me.
I would be first to dig you.
And he would probably be doing it a hell of a lot worse than we are. Yeah, Sarah Jane says, I feel sorry for A&E having Fox waffling. Can you imagine how long it took him to tell the consultant what the problem was?
I don't think he would have been waffling.
Do you reckon he sat there and said, and yes, you can support me on Patreon by going to patreon.com, model making guru? He wouldn't have been doing jazz hands, though. He'd have done jazz hand, wouldn't he? Because the other one's too sore.
Doing double jazz hands would have hurt his shoulder.
Yeah. And, you know, he's probably sat there in his model making guru t-shirt, handing out stickers, going like and subscribe, because he does like a bit of pimping. And he's probably turned round and said, you know, you can get your name in bold or you can give me a super chat. You can imagine he's done all of that today.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to
Do you think him having a shoulder problem is an ulterior motive that he could go and do some pimpage down the hospital?
That's what he's done, mate. He's got Mama Fox walking up and down the corridor with one of those sandwich boards on. www.modelmakingguru.com. Poor woman's probably up and down like a yo-yo. And she's there going, like and subscribe. Yeah. He's a guru, you know.
No.
Oh, God, he's going to kill me.
He's a prize princess.
The thing is, he knows it's all meant in jest. And this is actually mild compared to the grief he's going to get off of Chris, Ted, and myself if he don't show up tomorrow. Because we'll then grass him up to Paul Stewart as well, so we'll get him in on it.
Oh, good grief.
Panzer says at least it's a day out for Mama Fox. Just imagine, mate, she sat there and went, yeah, go up on your own, you girl.
Yeah.
I'll be fine, leave me here. If he has left her on her own, I bet she's there. She's got the stereo on. She's doing a bit of break dancing, scooting around like Andy Pipkin does on Life of Britain. And then when he comes home, she'll quickly dive back in the chair. Oh, he couldn't get me a cup of tea, love. I'm parched. Bless her. I've been getting hugs and kisses and all sorts, mate. I got Mama Fox singing me happy birthday last week, Dave. Wait till I tell Ted tomorrow. He's going to be gutted.
Oh, he's not going to like you.
No, he's going to be so jealous. And I will remind him several times.
I think you should.
Absolutely, Dave. Be rude not to, mate, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Also, for those of you that came in late, we are going to be doing the gallery again. First week of every month going forward. Our show will have the gallery format, so we'll be doing face to cam, and then we'll be jumping in to do a gallery show on the first week of every month, backed by popular demand. Never let it be said that we don't listen. We do. So it was just like I say, you know, after lockdown ended, it was nice to have a bit of a recharge, but did say never. There you go. Still thinking that it needs a... I know, it could have a... Could it? Oh, I don't know. Let's have a looky look. Kevin says, could you imagine if he's dislocated his shoulder? No, he wouldn't have dislocated it, but mate, He says if it was dislocated and the wibble we'll get and the pain of putting it back, eBay's going to be out of earplugs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
It is, mate. Of course, you know, he'll be very modest and won't mention his epic battle at the hospital with going through the pain of having an x-ray, which is painless, by the way, but in Fox's world, it'll be the most traumatic experience mankind could ever experience. I think his girlometer's going to be on about a level 10, isn't it?
I was going to go for a level 20.
Really, that high?
Yeah.
Do you reckon he would have let out one of those, oh, it's very claustrophobic in here whimpers?
Oh, I think he would have let out quite a few girly screams.
Yeah. Does it hurt when we prod here? Oh, you can get up now, Mr. Wolf. Sarah Jane says you might need to put the gallery back a week. My deputy needs more time to post more pictures. Oh, really? Is he?
Ooh,
well, the thing is, Sarah Jane, I'm back now, darling, so you can send them to me and I will actually put them in the correct album for you. Yeah.
Also, not only did he forget to post them, but when he did, he put them in the wrong album.
Didn't even put them in an album, Dave. He just put them on the main page. She wasn't even worthy of having her own stuff put in her own album. So much for being a deputy, eh? Pah. Pah.
One simple task.
Exactly.
And he failed.
He did. Miserably, Dave. Very miserably he did.
Not like you can really say to that, is there?
There isn't, mate. I was pretty disappointed in him, to be quite honest with you, but I couldn't say anything because he would have grasped me up. Oh, Sarah Jane, you've been picking on me again.
Yeah, but what do you expect of a creep?
Oh, he is Captain Creep, mate. Sugar lips, isn't he? Sitting there with his Sarah Jane pillowcase. He knows.
Thought you'd had a matching quilt set.
Yeah, he knows. That's all right. I'm not bitter. Just thought I'd clarify that, Dave. I'm not bitter at all, mate. Honest. I'm concealing it well.
You are, aren't you?
I am. He says, no, he said, I thought I added them to it. You did in the end, but I think you needed prompting because not that I'm going to throw Sarah Jane under the bus because I wouldn't do that. But I may have had a message pointing out that they was not in an album.
Oh.
It was only an inquiry, though. It was an inquisitive question. That was it. Dug myself back out of that, didn't you?
I was going to say, you've been using that JCB to dig yourself out of it, haven't you?
Absolutely, mate. Panzer's asking, hey, Dave, what is wrong with your camera? What is wrong with Dave's camera? I'm looking at the screen.
What is wrong with it? What is wrong with your camera?
Yeah. Don't know.
No, neither do I. Which camera?
Yeah. Yeah, he has got picture in picture of basically the same angle in it. Looks it anyway.
Near enough.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Twisted Row Hobbies is in. Hello, Eric. How you doing, mate? How you doing, Eric? Sarah Jane says, that's why you're my secretary. At least my rubbish will be posted properly. It's not rubbish, so consider yourself thoroughly told off, young lady. Your work is not rubbish. It is stunning. I'm not going to have you beating and putting down your work, Sarah Jane. Your work is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, and it is a pleasure to show.
I think Sarah Jane should be fined 2 packs of 4 Guinness for self-mockage.
I could find her a box of Jaffa cakes for self-deprecation to be donated to the Festa and Dave kitty.
I'll second that one.
Eric says usually it's the operator, not the camera. Absolutely, mate. Panzer says he's got a ghost picture. No, that's deliberate, mate. He's using Minicam. A lot of us that have got multiple cameras used to use Minicam, and Dave's using it because he wants picture in picture, basically. Quite why is up to Dave. But yeah.
Just want it to be different.
So it's, yeah. So you've got 2 Daves for the price of 1.
Ooh.
There you go. Foxy said, I would expect no less from you. You're merciless. I know I am, Fox. Absolutely. He says, I'll just roll about here on the floor in agony. He is now getting back. Stop being a girl. I have sent description for 2 times testicles and some man up pills to your GP. Panzer says, so not 3 Daves for £1. No, you can get 3 Daves. I used to do it. I used to have picture in picture on streams, but I stopped doing it in the end because I got complaints that it was too distracting for viewers. So I stopped it. Sarah Jane says, language, Dave. Go. How you doing, Eric? Anyway, how are you and Cassandra doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well. Sprue and Glue's put up 4 candles. Good, man.
4 candles?
Yeah, candles for Folks Day. Eric says, unfortunately, in pain today, Festa, arthritis and neuropathy playing up worse than usual. Oh, bless you. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Actually, Eric, mate. Yeah, neuropathy's not fine, mate. Are you type 2 as well, mate? Because I get a lot of that in my plates, mate, and they cane for days. There is concern over the right foot, so yeah, what'll be will be. Dave, I've got my digger with barbed wire in its shovel and chisel, and yeah, look.
Ooh.
It's
coming on.
It's getting there, isn't it? It probably got 1 more episode left where I can do a bit on it, and then I shall park it then as done. And I'll probably start something else and let you carry on because I've got a backlog of kits that I've got to build. Because I may have made a really bold statement, Dave, before we came on air, and he's going to hold me to it. I know he is. So, yeah.
Would I?
Yeah, you would you get. But it's getting there. I'm quite liking it. It's different. So, yeah, hopefully you can see that, folks. It's coming along nicely, a bit of dirt detritus, some rain marks, bit of light and dark rust. It's got some barriers, barbed wire and a rusty bucket. So it's getting there.
Bucket of rust.
Yeah, and then I shall go over it and do a bit of deft dry brushing in a few places, and then that'll be it, really. I want to try and 3D print something to go in its bucket. So I'll sit and do that this week. How's yours gone this week, Dave? Where are you, mate?
I've now caught up on the bits and pieces that I needed to do 2nd and 3rd coats of paint on. So, yeah. I've got rid of the spot on the nose, so I can put a bit of primer on that at some point.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and we've got a bit of a dry fit of the cap on top. So, yes.
Happy days. Good. And like I've said to you before, mate, if you need to build off air, carry on, mate. You know you can. It's not a competition. It's not a race. We finish when we finish. It's one of them, mate. And poor old Fox has found this because he's been doing his stomper with me, and I'm priming mine this week. And he's like, dude, how did you build it so quick? It's like, it's just how I am. So Jeff's saying, how many models do you have in progress now? Hardest working man in model making. I've got about 9 on the go at the moment, mate, but they all stagnated when I got hospitalised. So, yeah, it's one of them, mate. I want to have a bit of catch up and get my current lot filmed and completed and on the channel, so you've got some video to watch. I like to have more than one thing on the go because I binge build, because I might have a period of time where I can't actually physically build, like has just happened. So I like to have a few things on the go just to keep the content coming. So, but yeah, I've got Wendy's bike that I'm doing, the Ninja Carbon. This one, I've got the E-Models one. I'm finishing up Death Race this week for James. I've got a little bit of filming to do and then I can tie that up. But I'm not going to release the episode until James has filmed opening it, and then I'll add that to the end of that episode. So I should be getting that done. We've got the E-Models build, Dave.
Yeah.
And then I've got Lehman Russ, I've got the Hulk, I've got the Dalek, I've got a couple of mechas. So yeah, I've got quite a bit on the go, Jeff. Next build I was asked about will probably, at the end of the summer, I'm going to do the GT40. Sorry, Sarah Jane, the Sarah Jane car. Next car build, I might do the Mad Max 2 Last of the V8 Interceptors, folks.
Ooh.
Yeah. Eric says, what type of 3D printer are you using? Been approved by my other half. I have a filament printer that was an Anycubic Mega S, but it is now pretty much an Anycubic frame with all my own motherboards and bits in it. And resin printing, I use an Elegoo Mars Pro, mate. It's all on my website what I use, Eric. Like my Segway there. The printer I use, the wash station I use, there's different choices that you can get hold of. So have a look on there, Eric. But if you do get one, let me know and I'll email you over my settings, mate. And it'll give you a good base then to adjust from to suit yourself, because everyone's environment is different. But I'll send you them over happily, mate. If I don't email them there, I'll upload them to my GitHub page. There's a GitHub page that I've got for all my 3D printing stuff, which is templates, files, all of that lot is all on there. So I'll put a link in that on my Amazon channel, YouTube channel, sorry, and my website. Sprue and Glues says, Festa, please show the rabbit. The rabbit? I'll grab the rabbits right next to me, David. Yeah, that one. Is that the one you're on about, David?
I think that's the one he's on about, yep.
There you go, mate. There is the infamous rabbit, mate. There you go.
Oh, you've had a warning from Sarah J.
Yeah, sorry, I called it by its correct name, not by the Sarah Jane car name. My mistake, and I accept the warning and my punishment, because it was fully deserved. Candygram says to Eric, I've got the Mars Pro, just like Colin's. Highly recommended. He sent me settings and they saved him a ton of time dialing it in. Happy days. Yeah, so let me know, Eric, and I will happily send you a link to all my settings, either through the GitHub page or you can get them off of my G Drive. Either way, I'll let you know, mate, because all my 3D printing stuff, because obviously I've just ripped out the motherboard of my filament printer and done a complete upgrade there. And all the wiring diagrams and specs for that I'm uploading to my GitHub, as well as all the wiring diagrams and circuit layouts for the resin heater for my resin printer that I done. That's all going on the GitHub page as well. So keep an eye out for that, folks. David says he loves that rabbit. Is that a subtle hint, David?
Yeah, the rabbit.
Absolutely. So it's that time, Dave. It's 2:45, mate. We've gone over a little bit, so we'll come up and say bye-bye face to cam, because that's what we do. He says, looking up there. Let's get that out my way so I can see what I'm reading.
Right. Oh, hang on, turn that one off.
There you
otherwise I
go.
won't like everyone.
Yeah, that rabbit, says Panzer, reminds me of my ex. Only she was a bike on a rabbit. Oh, mind you, I don't know your ex, mate, so there you go. Sarah Jane says that's very unkind. Yeah, I think that warrants a fine, Sarah Jane, don't you, darling? Eric says, thanks, Colin, will do. Looking at the Air Lagoon Mars 3 with the washing and curing station bundle. Good for you, mate. I will add that to the Amazon store if you want. Is that a double deal? Mind you, though, you're in the US, so I could do it through the US Amazon.com. That David says, would I ever drop a hint like that? No, it's a bit like me turning up with a full afro and dreadlocks, mate. Ain't going to happen, is it? Anza says, but so true. So massive, massive thanks to you all for coming in and keeping us company. Nice to see you all back in the chat. Again, a lot of you in the chat took the time to send me some really nice messages. So I'd like to, from the bottom of my heart, say thanks. It lifted me spirits at a time where everything came tumbling down again. So, yeah. But hopefully I can get back into a bit more video building over the next few weeks and start that up. But for the moment, I'm normally only at the bench just for the duration of my shows. So as I can get more time filming, then I'll be able to put some more content up. So thanks for bearing with me. Sprue and Glue says, I still like the Blake 7 ship. Oh, that was a subtle hint, wasn't it?
It was.
Dorksaurus says, it's good to see you and everybody. I'll have a wonderful afternoon. Absolutely, mate. Don't forget, no stream on the Guru's channel. Oh, I nearly put my shoulder
Now,
out.
why is that?
Because he's got a sore arm, isn't he? You know.
Oh, bless.
Dorksaurus says, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, not me. Well, we hope you have a wonderful afternoon, mate, yourself.
Yes.
We'll be back Wednesday on the E-Models channel. I've put it up on the E-Models channel already, folks. Me and Dave will be back at the bench over on their channel for them guys. So that's E-Models YouTube channel, folks. And we'll be continuing the build that we've been asked to do for the guys at Stoke. So we'll be doing that. I'll be back tomorrow night, Monday, on the E-Models Monday show. We're back this week because we avoided last week because of the heat wave. And then I'll be back for a frolic. All been well, if the Fox's shoulders up to it, we'll be back for a frolic. But if not, it'll be me and Si spending 2 hours mocking Fox instead. So
that could be worth actually staying up for.
yeah, and it'll be adults, merciless mockage, folks. No old bars. So. Sprue and Glue says, great to have you back. Please take this steady. Yeah, absolutely, mate. It was nothing I could have done about what happened. It wasn't anything I'd done wrong. It was the carcass just playing me up. So thanks, gents, says Phil. It's nice to finally catch a stream live. I'm going to do that thing, Phil, with the old PVA, mate. I'll keep you posted. Speedy Q8 says, cheers, fellas. Remember, folks, like, subscribe and ring the bell, because I am going to be doing random late night gaming streams when I've got that time back at the bench where I can spend a few hours, and I want to try and do it sort of around about 11 p.m. UK, just so that I can catch some of the American folks as well. And I'm going to start with a bit of Grim Fandango. So there's a few folks really looking forward to that, and it's just something different. So keep an eye out. In the meantime, I'm going to love and leave you, and we'll see you on Wednesday at E-Models.
Yeah.
Bye-bye for now, folks. Thanks for all your support.
Stay safe, stay
Thanks
well.
for your kindness. Thanks for your super chats, and thank you all for your coffees as well. Bye.